What's going on, peeps? It's Wrath here, hanging out today, playing some more Watcher of Realms. Today we're back on the Epic Only account, and the goal is to take out some artifact material raid. So we do have the event going on for the Mystery of Artifacts right now. I haven't really pushed it in a little while, because it does get fairly tough pretty quick, and at this point it's quite the jump in power, about 90,000 power harder than Stage 17 was, but now that we do have an A5 Alicia, I think we can make it happen. The biggest issue we're going to have is going to be with keeping everybody alive, because this dude's ground and pound does some serious work. So that's going to be our biggest hurdle. If we can keep dudes alive, we can take down the boss, I'm sure. Alicia's got good enough damage output, she'll be able to handle it. So that's our big goal for the day. But before we do that, we have been kind of negligent on our campaign. So we are falling behind a little bit there. I want to go ahead and start moving our storyline forward and just kind of finish this out, get it done. What do we still have to do over here? Oh my gosh, we have so much stuff to do over here. Well, not that much stuff. We'll do it eventually. I'm not too worried about it right now. The main thing I wanted to get is go ahead and knock out this expert, elite, expert. I think it's expert. Am I wrong? It's expert. I knew it. Never had a doubt. We want to get this done eventually, so we're probably going to knock out about 5 stages a day, take this from 5 up to 9, wipe out all these, then we'll come back and knock this out another day. Once we finish this, we'll jump over, try to take down the artifact material raid, hopefully make that happen, and then I can farm some artifacts and make a bunch of Brave Conquest points, and that's really what artifact material raid is all about. So, here we go. Been a minute, refresher. No more than 6 heroes. Got it. We got air dudes. That's important. Okay, who are we running here? We still gonna run Navras? We got 1, 2. We got 2 platforms, 3 platforms, 2 grounds. You know what? Let's ditch him. I know he's a cool bro. I like him. But let's bring her in just because she's cool and I like her better. That's just the way it's gonna be. Sorry, bro. We are got quite the power going on right now. I like that. I don't think we'll need a tank for any of this. 1 fighter, down low, we'll probably be fine. I don't think we need any help. We'll be good. One of these days, it's probably soon, I need to go ahead and just A5 Wrath just to make sure I've got it going on. I am going to be dropping my archers up here, take care of these air units. I don't think any of them go south, but also at the same time, don't quote me on that because they might. How do I want to put my healer? There really isn't anywhere to put my healer to cover both sides. So what I think I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to have, like, I'll just let you kind of take care of this top. I'll put Alicia down bottom. Since she has the ability to heal herself with her ultimate, I'm not going to worry too much about her. She can just kind of self-sustain if things get a little crazy. Although right now, I might have just been overthinking things. I have a tendency to do that because we are just mowing these things down and it's not even close. So, maybe don't even do a healer, you know? What do we got coming down here? Just a little skeleton? How's it gonna fare? Not well. Okay. Bro just got absolutely poked to death immediately. I feel kind of bad for him. Okay, so they actually almost had a chance to do a little bit of damage, but they didn't. I think that's just a healer. I don't think it actually deals any damage. If I want to make sure it doesn't deal any damage, I'll just... Good lord. I'll just absolutely smoke them to death. Oh, look at that. We got hurt a little bit. Oh, she has... Never mind, she can heal herself. She has the Ichor Chalice on, so I forgot about that. She's good. Alright, I feel so bad for these little dudes down here. They got no idea what they're walking into. And... dead. Alright. You guys can go ahead and just pop her and start sniping some of these dudes out a little bit quicker. Drink some delicious coffee. Well, that was a tough one, alright? That was hard. And that's why I say we've been slacking off on it. Clearly, we can push really high. I just don't like doing it all in one go and just pushing like tons and tons and tons of campaign, because it does get a little boring, and we will hit the point where it does actually get very difficult. When we're jumping into like chapter 9 and stuff, that's going to be much harder. For right now, we're just kind of pushing through, making sure we're getting some of this loot, and that's the main thing. Finish up storyline and whatnot. I don't think there's any bosses on this one. I want to say this is like a stage you do for like the little daily quest that the people bring to your village, but I think I'm wrong, but I could be right. We're just going to run it back like this anyways. Not sure if we really want to dedicate. I mean, we can dedicate people over to this side like so. And then we got enough to probably just handle like this as well. Boop. Fingers are all up underneath my monitor stand. I'm smacking my fingers on things. That's not good. They got a little bit more HP down there, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. We got a very low-cost fighter here. Love having her at 14, so if we do ever get like in a pinch. Oh, wow, we can just straight up... Well, I mean, if you're going to give me the option, you already know I'm going to take that option. So we're just going to smoke on these dudes. Pretty much as soon as they show up into the world, we're going to make sure they leave the world. And that's great. That's what I like to see. We can also just do it this way as well. And just really make sure that nobody gets to leave home. Alright, do not pass go. Do not collect $200. She's actually taking a little bit of damage up there. I mean, it's not like anything serious, but, you know, it's something. Ah, poor dudes. Poor dudes. So, yeah, this is the hard part of the campaign. No, it's easy. So we'll just let these guys kind of do their thing, smoke on these dudes. She's actually getting hit a little bit, which is kind of crazy. I guess I could just pop her ult as things come out. She can just kind of do a big super swipe. Of course, now nobody's going to come out, so she'll sit there and drain that ult down to 0 without ever chopping anyone. You almost had me, game. 4 more enemies. Are they all going to come up top? I don't know. No, yes, I said. Yes, I was correct. Alright, second stage down. Obviously, not very tough either. Boop. But we are getting 30 diamonds a pop out of this, and that's great, because our diamond stash, while it looks somewhat healthy, we got no reserves, right? We got no 3-star heroes that we can just pawn back off. I've already burnt through all that stuff, so this is all we got, right? So we got to start building that back up, get ready for a good summon event. If you're curious about this weekend summoning event with the Glacius and, who's the other person? Crodor. If you want my personal opinion on it, I would say do not summon on this banner. Not only the legend, like, Glacius isn't a bad hero. Like, he does look like he has some utility, but, you know, Crodor, very situational. There's probably better heroes for a lot of content. He's very specific. I'd say it's better to save, wait for a really good hero to pop up that's actually, like, incredibly important for your success, and then pull on those. How far can we put our dudes? Oh, not very. That hurts. I guess we can just throw her back here to do a little of that. I don't know if they bring out ranged heroes here, like archers and whatnot. I'm going to throw her up here, maybe Hollow here, to try to snipe those out a little bit fast if they do. Because why not? I don't think we'll need... What the heckers? We're good. I don't think we'll need any extra help down here. I'm pretty sure these 2 ladies... I guess we have all 4 ladies. Rast, the only broski hanging out here right now. Oh, look at that. There is a boss. Well, let's go ahead and smoke him down real quick. I think he dies and then comes back to life. I'm like 92% sure he absolutely does. And then he dies again, and he does not come back to life. He is dead forever now. We don't have to worry about him anymore. And her ult is still going off, dude. That thing is so crazy. A5 Edril is just insane. Like... So glad she's not a legendary hero, right? Because if she was, I would not be making some of the progress that I've been making. I guess we can kind of just stack up a little bit extra down here and try to smoke these things out a little faster. Smoke that dude out pretty quick. No. Can we make this go a little quicker? No, we can't. Got our ult back. Go ahead and snipe this dude out. There it is. I think that's the 3rd stage down. Not too bad. That's 90 diamonds for the day. Not a whole lot of effort put in for it either. Pretty happy about that. Alright, snag these out, move on. I said move on, there we go, good job. Good job, fingers, you're doing great. 2 more stages to go for the day, then we're swapping gears. We got 1 crystal defend here, shouldn't be too bad. I think this is where they start introducing maybe the red mages that have like the big stink aura and they do like huge damage when they throw little magical balls of sadness. But... we could probably just deal with those straight up anyway. Probably should have brought Lunaria for this. It would have been kind of nice just to have a little bit of extra attack range. I'm going to throw you back here and let you kind of just... You'll do most of the work, alright? Goodness, she's so nasty. What a good hero. What an absolutely just good hero. Glad I got her on the team. I guess we'll just do like this. I can put a unit up here to kind of snipe these a little bit, maybe. I think they also come out of this side, but yeah, there we go. Those are Scarlet Mage. Go ahead and just do like so. Not hitting too hard. We smoked her out anyway, so not really a big deal anyhow. I can throw someone behind her in case I feel like she might get overwhelmed. I doubt she's going to. If I ever feel the need, I can just pop her ult, and she will... Oh, nasty. Just do tons of damage and smoke people to absolute death. Pop her ult, get her sniping out these dudes that are just kind of chilling on the fringes. Let them go. We could even technically do like this and just like really stop this part from being a thing. Like that. Oh, he almost got away. Not quite, nerd. Absolutely not quite. So making sure there's no sneaky stuff going to go on here. We should be good. 3 enemies left. Oh, look at him. He made it through. And he's dead. Alright. 2 more up here. He also made it through. Oh, pop that ult. There we go. 204,000 damage. Goodness, that's stupid. And that's why I think that she can handle the Artifact Materia Raid 18. Her ult does just crazy damage. The fact that she's decked out in Soulbound gear means that the more she pops that ult and does damage, the more damage she actually starts dealing. So it just really scales to craziness. This will be the last campaign stage. Go ahead and knock this out. Shouldn't be any more difficult than the last one, and by that I mean probably not at all difficult. So we'll run this one out real fast, and then we will change things up and go and smoke on some Artifact Material Raid and hopefully actually beat it. So how do I want to run this? Where are you guys gonna chill? That's the first question. So I could run her like this. She'll snipe out this dude outside of his range, and then when she gets her ult, she can just kind of smoke on dudes anyways. Pop you right here, take care of Archer Bro before he's a problem. Looking healthy, looking good. Love to see it. Guess I could pop her like here. I could even pop her right here though as well. I like that better. And I could put Brienne up here aimed this way to kind of smoke on this dude. I can go ahead and pop her ult. Actually, probably just kill him before it's even a problem. She'll team up and help you a little bit. There we go. That's done. Nice. And I guess we can kind of stack up on these things as well. Just kind of, you know, take care of them real fast. Only 21 enemies on this one, so not a whole lot of dudes to murk, but... Oh, she got attacked. She got smacked by a staff. Delicious coffee. Doing fine. They're not hitting too hard. We should be okay in all this. Down here, I think she's got things under wraps. If she doesn't, then she does. I could pop her ult and charge her back up, but, I mean, honestly, I don't think it really matters. We'll do it just for funsies. Can I just zap you to death? Sure can. Yeah, almost 100,000. She's a little bit weaker now. I've got some not as great gear on her. 134 there, that was much better. But yeah, I do need to get some better all-around gear for my dude. Some AoE splash coming in. Didn't really matter. Killed him anyway. But yeah, I've got one really good set on Alicia. I've got some... I think that's like my only actual set. Ew, is that true? That can't be true. It might be. I think we have the Doom set, though, as well, that we got from just doing the storyline, so... We might have 2 sets laying around somewhere. What do we... Is it on you? Do you have the Doom set, or do you just have regular... You just have weird stuff. Who's rocking my Doom set? He's got a set. That can get promoted to Infernal Roar, but... Actually... That's not a terrible set. If I get enough Ascension materials, I might actually take that to Infernal Roar, because Infernal Roar is fantastic for Deimos. That'd be a good one for me. Also, it's really good on Idril. Who's got my Doom set? I got a Fracture set. Am I dumb? I mean, somebody's got it. I'll tell you that much. She's got a bit of a set going on. He's got it. There we go. Nice. All right. So somebody's got it. That's really what matters. All right. So now we've taken care of our campaign business. It's time to do the Artifact Material Raid. But a thing to note. The big boy, when he does his ground and pound, it hits for like 15,000 damage per smash, and it's 3 smashes. So if your fighters don't have like 45,000 health, or you have a great way to reduce incoming damage like a Pharisee, or Isolde's ult will also... Where's she at? Bro, where are you at? You're still 5? Ew, I'm sorry. But yeah, her ult also does some damage reduction to people around you. If I haven't even skilled her up yet, what am I doing with my life? Throwing it away. Obviously making a terrible and egregious mistake. But once you get this upgraded, it's a 30% physical damage reduction and magic damage reduction, plus block increase to all the allies within that range. That's nice. That's good. That does help everyone stay alive, so you can kind of use her to negate some damage. Mine obviously is not skilled up because she isn't. It's just the way it is. And I think it's probably just easier to build up to 45,000 health, especially since Elysia's damage isn't entirely dependent on her attack. A lot of her damage comes from the Radiant Erosion that she procs, which unluckily there's no tooltip for it, which I don't know why that's a thing. You would think that would be something you could just like click on and see, but it does damage based on the enemy's max defense. So the higher the defense of the enemy, the more Radiant Erosion does, which is great. That's good. So it doesn't really necessarily need her to have a high attack to be effective, and that's great. So we can kind of sacrifice some of her attack, and like this Soulbound set, which is, you know, obviously very good for her, is not nearly as good because it only has her at 31,000 health. So as great as it is, she gets smooshed, she's dead. That's like 2 smooshes of health. Not a lot of health. So I did already make up a set that I think will probably work. I'm assuming it'll work. It's a Glacier set, which the reason I use Glacier is because I had Glacier pieces that had attack stat as the main stat, and I didn't want to throw away all of my stats, but I had some fairly decent rolls on some Glacier pieces. This one's obviously kind of dookie butt, but I was like, I want the 60% attack bonus, so we'll bring it in anyway. But the nice thing about Glacier, I can pump some HP main stat into all of the sub pieces, which I did. I think her gear already has some HP built in, so it's fairly solid. And if I run this, you can see she does gain about 9,000 health. She actually even gains some attack, which is nuts, but she loses 142% crit damage. She has a freaking buttload of crit damage, good lord. 411? I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong, it's good. But that's nuts. So we're going to swap her to this just to get the health pumped up. And that's going to put her to 37,000. You say, well, that's not 45,000. You're right, it's 40,000. But brain, bam, we've got a Key of the Forsaken. What does the Key of the Forsaken do? I'll tell you what it does, because it tells you what it does. It boosts your max HP by 5% every 10 seconds you're on the field, stacks up 3 times. So she gets 15% more HP, and then it boosts her damage. That's great. That seems to pair pretty well with the Glacier set here. Also, she'll get a little bit of an attack bonus based on that max HP. Not a very big bonus, but it is something. Either way, that means within 10 seconds of being on the field, she will have like 45,000 health, and that should be enough. We should be good. If it's not, we might have to substitute out a piece just to make sure I got a little bit more health or something. I think that'll be okay. Other than that, the only hero we're going to really worry about is Olag to make sure he can tank, which I think he's set up well enough to tank. Is he using Asclepius? He is, that's genius. Alright, so an extra 10% health on him from that. That's good. 74,000 HP. He's looking pretty beefy. Is he? Oh, let's see. He better not be 5-star. I'm going to cry or something. But he's fine. He should not die. He's got like 9,000? Almost 9,000 defense. Pretty good. We're set to go. We're going to run Hollow as our healer instead of Vortex. Vortex does give you shields. Probably a little safer to run Vortex. But I can also pop Hollow's ult to recharge our ults faster and hopefully murk that boss down just a little bit quicker. And that's the main goal. So, with all that said, let's jump in and give it a tickle and see how things are going. Alright. So we actually just did this on our main not too terribly long ago. Let's take a quick gander here and see how my brain is thinking on things. So, boop. We've got all these tiles around here. I'm going to probably put Estrid right here aimed inwards. As soon as she starts attacking the boss, I'll drop Olag. If you drop Olag first, he'll walk down and stop up here, and she won't be able to attack him, and that's just going to be a huge loss of DPS. So I'm going to let him walk forward until she starts attacking, then I'm going to drop Olag. That'll block him. Get my healer up here. It'll all work out. We'll just play it out and see what's going on. I think I did build up a Voroth in the back a little bit. He's not like fully upgraded or anything. I did kind of pump some stuff into him. I figured maybe because he has a high base HP, he would be useful here. He does have 40,000 health, which isn't bad. No artifact. Bro, that's not okay. Let's give you something. You need to have a little bit going on for you. That'll get you probably within Smash Survival. 43,000. Plus he does get the Lord bonus here, so that probably puts him over 45. Estrid here already is pretty tanky. Where is she sitting at? 40. Good Lord, she's good to go already, I think. And she's got a key too. She didn't even need the key. She's already sitting at like 50k health. Very tanky lady. But I think we'll be okay here. Our northern side's good. I mean, obviously a vortex here would just kind of make that look prettier, but we should be all right. We are significantly about 100,000 power lower than it's suggesting, but I think we can squeak it out and make it happen anyway. So that's what we're going to try to do. First things first, like I said, let's get Estrid down, chopping this way. As soon as she starts chopping, we'll pop in Olag, and then after that, pop in our healer to make sure Olag doesn't get instantly smoked or something. This guy does hit pretty hard, but she's chopping, Olag's going in. 19,000 damage per bonk. That's some serious bonking, you know what I'm saying? That ain't bad. that's a lot of damage. But it's okay, he will pop a shield here in a second. He will pop a shield here in a second. He's gonna pop a shield, there you go. All right, he's got her figured out. He's gonna do a bash here in a minute. I think he starts out with one relatively early. I don't wanna put everybody down and kind of get smoked too fast. So we're just gonna take a little bit of a second here and we're gonna wait on it. We're gonna wait on it. I thought he did one pretty quick, maybe he doesn't. There it is. So we'll see how this does. So it's about 16,000 damage, actually 15,800 damage. That's quite a bit. That said, do we want Elysia back here, or do we want her touching butts? Well, let's get her into butt touching range. I like that a little better, just because I do think that's gonna help. I'm probably gonna put you here. She'll help keep these guys from building up and sneaking past Estrid. We'll go ahead and pop her ult here. She'll take care of these ads by herself. The main question is she gonna survive the boosh? The boosh is the big thing we gotta worry about here. Oops. Okay, we're good. Did bounce on him a couple of times. We're gonna get some bounces and hurt him a little bit. It's already down to like 75-ish% health. That's not bad. Now okay, so we got dudes coming up top. That's why I've got my Wrath here. I think he can handle top relatively well. He'll do that side, and then we should be able to stick Deimos over here, and he'll handle that side. So Devastating is coming in. Pop her ult. She does survive it. Okay, so that's huge. As long as she survives it, we are okay, because she will do a tremendous amount of damage and only gets more damage the longer she's out. So that's awesome. We still have one person to put down. We could use just pop this ult and kind of smoke this dude out as well. Okay, so she actually is healing herself still. I could put Voroth here. The downside is he's not healing there because he's outside of Hollow's healing range. So I think I'm going to put Isolde here instead and let her deal with these ads. I could put her like this to give a shield to Elysia, and I think I actually will do that. That does seem to make some sense to me. Looking pretty good so far. No one's getting too close to the boss. I'm a little worried that I popped her ult maybe a hair too early, and these guys will start stacking up back there. But so far, so good. As long as he doesn't get any attack boosts, I think our guys will stay alive. Wrath taking some damage up top, but it's okay. They don't have to survive for too much longer, just a little bit. Just a little bit longer. Uh-oh. Oh no, he got an attack boost. That's bad. It's okay. It's okay. We might still get him down in time. I hope. She's doing a good job of stun locking these dudes over here. Estrid's almost got her ult back. I'm really worried now that he's going to just one bash her, because she's probably going to die now for sure. We just try to swap over to max deeps on him and just smoke him out. This is going to be the real test of all the marbles. All the marbles alive. Block. Block him. 20%. It's close. It's super close. Get the ult running out. She's smoking down some little guys. He's got 3 buffs. Oh no, so many people snuck through on us. That's bad. We've got to murk him now. It's now or never. He's got to go down. Oh, come on. 10%. We're so very close. 9%. Oh no. Are we gonna make it? Holy freaking crap, dude. We were 1 nanosecond from dying right there. Woo! Too easy. Wasn't even a challenge. All right, that's nice. Okay. So that was tough. All right, that was really tough. We just barely squeaked by on that one. That Volroth drop at the very end, I think that was the difference maker. If we would have left Deimos up there and just forgot about him, I don't think we actually get the boss down in time. That was about as tight as you're going to get. Okay, so Alicia carrying the day, 10 million damage. Awesome. Estrid, though, not doing bad. 5.7 mil. And she doesn't have a super great set or anything on. I can't remember how bad her gear actually is, but I'm going to say it's not that great. Either way, super awesome. I love grabbing this out, having this done. This makes the Brave Conquest so much easier to do when it comes around. Ooh, I got an achievement. Look at that. Give me 2 more summoning crystals. Back to 54 of those bad boys already. Love to see that. But yeah, that was close. What are you rocking set-wise? Oh my gosh, she's got HP set on. No wonder she's got so much health. But it's not a bad set. It's just, here's the thing. Okay, sometimes I keep gear like HP bonus gear because it has really cool substats. And I'm like, well, I might as well upgrade and just see what happens. And then I see like fairly solid rolls pop out, so I'm like, I gotta 16 it, and then you see stuff like this pop out, so now I have apparently a really strong life force damage dealing set, which is great. But yeah, definitely was useful there, gave her the health to survive. I can't believe, dude, she stayed alive with like 10 HP once he got those attack buffs. That was super duper lucky, but we pulled it off. So now we have done it. We now have stage 18 completed. We can farm the crap out of it. I got a bunch of energy here to run in it, and that means from now on, wrong button, bro. Right button? Kind of right button. We're not going to be taking place number 1 today, that's for dang sure. Not even close. But at least we can now always farm nothing but the mythic, or the flawless meteorites, which means much better chance at getting the mythic artifacts, which is great. We're not quite ready to take 19 down. That's a big step up. We will absolutely have to have Isolde all the way up as high as we can get her. It's going to be absolutely necessary. We do have Aveline with 5 block, I think. Do I have a Bastion on this account? I don't even know. Let me take a quick peek. Where are you at? If I have one, it's probably on you. I might not have one. I don't have one. That's going to make 19 dang near impossible. We're going to need a Bastion artifact for sure. But now we can farm them. So that's the big win for the day. We can now get tons of those meteorites, get ourselves a Bastion ring, and then maybe one of these days take down stage 19. But there we go, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget, smash that thumbs up button and show your support. And I will see you guys in the next one.